Just a quick introduction to the grammar videos you see posted below the grammar section on your dashboard. Just wanted to quickly discuss how to use these videos, but also to think more generally about how you should approach grammar study as you prepare for the IELTS exam. To begin, some students, when they first start studying for the IELTS exam, wonder whether there is a special grammar section on the test. Well, you probably know by now that no, there is no grammar section on the IELTS exam. However, on the writing paper and the speaking section, grammar is one of the major categories they use to evaluate your speaking and writing abilities. So, grammar is tested on the IELTS exam. There's just not a special grammar section with grammar questions. How important is grammar? Well, it's pretty important. Remember that as they evaluate your speaking and writing, the categories they're looking for are grammatical range and accuracy. So they want to see that you don't make a lot of grammar mistakes, okay? And they want to see that you have the ability to use a wide variety of structures. So in other words, they want to see that you're not using the same very simple sentence structures over and over, but that you have command or you have strong ability with a lot of different grammar structures, verb tenses, other things that show your English ability. The reason grammar is so important and something they're focusing on in these two sections is that grammar is central to clear communication. In addition to good grammar, having clear pronunciation and a large vocabulary allows you to express your ideas very directly and very clearly, and that's what they're looking for. Grammar is not everything. You do need a good vocabulary, and you do need to be able to say things in a way that's understandable, of course. But grammar is part of that, and you should study it as you prepare for the IELTS. Now, if you only have a week or 2 or 3 in order to study for your test, it's possible that grammar is not the most important thing for you to study. In this case, where you have such a short time, you will most likely benefit more from studying about the test, learning strategies, and learning the test format so you know how to answer the questions. 2 or 3 weeks is really not enough time to improve your grammar significantly so that it boosts your score. But if you have more time, a few months, several weeks, in order to study for the test, you will definitely benefit from grammar study. Use the videos that we have in order to learn some of the key grammar concepts that you can expect on the IELTS. You could also consider signing up for an English class that focuses on grammar, or buying some additional grammar textbooks in order to do some practice exercises. It's definitely worth your time to continue growing your ability to use English grammar accurately and to be fluent with the structures that you use as you speak and write. Okay, so how can you improve the most? Well, as we already mentioned, use the videos, target structures that you are unclear about, and learn about them. Practice them. Use them in your writing and speaking as you practice for the test. After you've practiced, make sure you always correct your errors. Never, never, never just throw one of your writing passages away after you're done. You're not done after you've practiced. You need to edit them to find mistakes and think about ways to improve. Your goal should be to find your most frequent errors as you write and as you speak. Furthermore, even after you've edited something one time, or after you've listened to a recording of your speaking responses one time, don't just get rid of them and forget about them. Look at them a few times. Edit multiple times, because you are learning constantly. You are always learning new vocabulary. You're learning new grammar structures. You should be thinking about how you can improve what you've done before and say things more clearly and directly like they're looking for on your IELTS exam. If possible, Get feedback on your writing. Is there a native speaker you know who could just give you a few comments on what you've written or some of your speaking responses? That would be ideal. If you don't know anybody, maybe you have a friend or you know someone whose English skills are maybe better than yours or similar to yours, maybe that person can respond to some of your responses. Getting feedback is a great way in order to improve because you can learn about things that you didn't even know were problematic. Finally, as you practice speaking, I've already mentioned it a few times, make sure you record what you say. I know many students don't like to go back and listen to themselves, but it's really important. You will hear things and notice things that you maybe could improve. You'll notice that you say things like or you have long pauses in between words, or maybe you'll notice that you use the same word over and over and over again. Okay, those are things you can notice. You can also, of course, notice grammar mistakes. Things that you do when you're speaking that you know are wrong or you know are mistakes, but you still do them anyway because as you're speaking, you don't have a lot of time to think. When you record responses, you have a chance to notice those things, and next time you practice and give responses, maybe you can avoid them. Okay, so this is just a quick introduction to the grammar videos. Spend time with them, especially if you have several weeks or even months to study for the IELTS. It would be a good idea to go through them and make sure you've mastered all the concepts there.